Cool, looks like we're all set. And I have no idea what I left off with last week. Been a hell of a long week. Let's see. Oh, I think I was fumbling around with the landing gear, which I wasn't liking. So I actually found a picture of the bottom of the Millennium Falcon, the same one that I have sitting on the shelf behind me, to kind of use as a reference. Because from the looks of it, what I designed here is awful. So let's the only problem is I might be able to pull that straight out, but since the bottom of or at least the shape of the Falcon is all round and doesn't have these cutout portions here. Though I could kind of design those away, maybe. We'll see. Let's just go ahead and shape these up, and I'm going to actually get rid of the top part. So I want to follow at least these edges here. So what I want to make that more of a round. So I'm going to actually center my cursor. I'm going to do actually, let me go ahead and just duplicate this, and I'm going to get rid of the back end. I'm going to just spin this around and use it for, turn that off. Kind of just use that curve as a template. I'll get rid of all this, and it looks like really delete those, and because I just want one of the curves, so just get rid of that. Actually, I can use, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and just delete all of this. Delete that. Whoops. So now I have turn this back on so I can have a mirror. I'm gonna scale this down. I'm gonna try to kind of mimic the same proportion away from the which I probably could have just scaled that line without even extruding it. So I'm gonna put that up about right there. And let's just extrude this in. Just kind of maintain the angle there. Could actually just bring this in and kind of so I can make it a little closer. And that. And I want to try to, I can't do that straight bottom on there. Let's see. I'm just going to kind of try to mimic. I'll actually get rid of this altogether. And see, curve, I'm going to make it straight right here. See how right here looks. Don't need to cut it. I might be doing this the long way, but make sure I get a good shape on it, and take that and merge it, and let's get rid of these. That might might do it. Let me kind of move this out, and we'll put that about there. We can probably make that a little longer, but well, now let's extrude this up and see. Actually, I forgot that was on the top. Move this down. Right up inside there, and then give that some bulk. And I think I have duplicates. Yep, I did. Smooth that out and clean it up a bit. I kind of like that a little bit better than garbage I had. Let's turn that back on. I'm going to scale I just don't really care for it being straight like that. Bring it down a little bit. Just give it a little bit of a, whoops, a little bit of an angle there. Wondering if I have to move this in, since we don't have a straight line on the back. Because I'm assuming, since they're made by the same shipyard or whatever, that they're gonna, the landing gear is gonna be pretty much standard. So I want to maintain that. Yeah, we'll leave that. I just wanted to get these housings shaped up. I'm going to turn that mirror off. And this one goes around. Actually turn that back on and oops. Turn the clipping on and then I'll turn it back off. Let's do that. Just kind of cuts across the back there. Kind of want to make some kind of a, at least some room on the back of it. That's actually going to have to come in a bit. So let's bring this up. So that's two pads on the back. Straighten that one out, and so I wonder if I should put that little corner cut on there. I think it would look a little better, but I can bring this down. I'm going to make this the it looks like there's an angle on the side there. So I'm going to bring that back like this. Trying to eyeball an angle that looks decent. Can always change that though, but I'm going to cut. I don't know if this is serving any real purpose, but see what it looks like. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to go ahead and extrude this down, and I got to match the front. Close enough. Getting me a cleanup on here because I'm going to smooth it out. So now I want to do the same with the top. Give it a bit of a turn that back on. I'm going to scale this down. Whoops. Just a subtle little angle. Hey, I'm digging that much more. I'm going to change whatever goes here. I'm going to maybe actually bring it up, make a cap out of it. I can still have this back end, but for the moment I'm going to leave this detail alone because I got it mirrored, so whatever I do on the top, if I'd make any tweaks, I want it to reflect on the bottom. But what I can do is I can put whatever I'm thinking. So bring that back in there and bring that down. So do something like that. Actually, I might want to there we go. And this this little inset will disappear, but I'll just wait until I'm done. Make sure I'm done detailing this piece before I delete any of that, because I want to keep this little back bit. Actually, I want to actually just place these where I think they look good. On the Falcon there. Placed like that. But can I... Can't really fit them in there. How about... Right at the moment, I'm not really too worried about the placement of these, but I want to get some idea. Something like that might look good. Because actually, before I even model the panels, the housings where these go in, I'll model the feet first, and then we'll see. Let's see what it looks like after getting those detailed and everything. Oh, whoops. I want to move that as well. Let's go ahead and add some bevel to this. Before I put any paneling or anything on it. Wonder if I need to do this one too. Oh, what do we got? That's a little bit better. Get these corners taken care of. Let's see if I can match them up. Oops. Well, if that just doesn't look silly. There, I think that might work. I'm going to take, because I think, wrong one. And since now we're going to have a different bottom portion, I'm going to duplicate, apply that mirror, and then just get rid of all the top bits. And we'll get rid of all this. And add another mirror modifier again. Because I want to, oh shoot. Let me move this over. Oh, never mind, I can just do it here. I'm gonna get rid of these and that. Easier to do this. Delete vertices. I'm just going to close this off here. And then I have to get rid of... I can just remove the Z mirror from that one. So we got that, and then we got some clean panels down at the bottom, and I think I'll put little cutouts maybe on the outside here. So let's save that. Engines are up. Windows are up. So I'm going to start. To be honest, we need to find where the ramp is going to go. I want to make sure that I've done all the detailing I want on that side, so I guess I could start in on the guns, maybe? Oh, that's from a low poly video game. I could actually just, yeah, model the Falcon gun turret thing. But I need a couple pieces. I'm gonna need to actually get some better reference for that. But I can start. Hell, might as well just start the paneling. Boy, that's gonna be a tedious one. I mean, other than just cutting... Well, first I could cut the simple shapes and then notch them out. Whoops, never really done that before, but should be easy enough. I want to kind of follow this pattern, the staggered pattern a bit. First I'm going to cut the long so I have 1, 2, I need 3. One, two, three. I'm gonna copy these, make me a new object out of them. Fill these in first. And start cutting these separations out. For some reason that doesn't look right. I want to think those are, I mean, they look fairly even, so might want to move this one in a bit. I'm actually constrain this a bit to the grid so I'm getting even cuts out of them. Before I do that, that's gonna actually, none of those panels seem to be, well, this along, ouch. So I got one panel on either side. That looks like it's split in two, and that's offset a bit. Could just use my own version of what I want, and I'm going to actually move these things so I can see what I'm doing. So let's get rid of that. Just going to go ahead and delete. And since that's going to be a panel, I can cut that there, and of course these are going to go. And we had one panel on either side, which I might move those over, split that, and leave the bottom. Oops, split that one down the middle. Oops, get back here. Make sure it's not too wide though. I'll do cut a notch in it and you'll be able to see it. And then I'm going to cut this panel here. This one I want to offset a bit. So that's yeah, I think that's looking okay. Whoops, now this one I'm gonna have to guess a little bit since that'll match. Sure, we got the same 4 panels, or rows I should say. So let's extrude that and rotate it out. Well, that works pretty good right there. And just delete those. Excuse me. Actually, just duplicate this out and make a new object, but we'll get rid of that and that. I think I just got rid of something I didn't want to get rid of. Yeah, I sure did. So there's my panels, there's my thing. Oh, never mind, we got it. But I did delete the wrong one. So let's go ahead and cut these. I think this one. Actually, I want to cut on this side. Do want to make sure I'm kind of matching up the same. We'll just, that actually looks a little bit big. Bring it in a bit and well, let's cut these out and see what we got. I think that will suffice. I'm gonna... Well, actually, we need to cut these out first before... not cut them out, but notch them out a little bit. It doesn't seem like there's too much coherence to how these are set apart. Though it does look like we have some weird panels, so I can actually combine a few to break up the because those I want to keep and I cut the wrong. Oh, well. Let's get rid of that. I need to duplicate this. Get rid of the faces. So actually, I don't need to do that at all. That was stupid. Let me separate that and join those. Now I got what I want. So we can cut, let's see, about 3 panels on the bottom, and here they actually got like kind of weird shaped. So 1, 2, let's say 3, 2, 3, and 2. I got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So let's just go ahead and do this. And that. And I kind of like the idea of not exactly all square panels, but let's see. That'll help. So let's do a cut there. I'm gonna do something. Let's make I can make one panel. Probably help if I drew this out. I can actually cut this here. Whoops, wrong way. Cut that. I will make I'm gonna do this first. And help me see it a little better. I'm going to actually cut one of these. I want to make a little... This is where there's going to be one of those replacement pieces. A little primered piece over there. And I can do something like that, and I'm gonna, oops, find where I want to cut it again. It's a big panel, big panel. Oops, that's too wide, I think. So this is where I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna make a I'm going to make that a panel. Actually, make sure that's not screwing anything up. Let's do oh, that should be. I think that'd be good. know if getting rid of those will... No, we'll just leave that. But I am gonna... remember where that was cut from. It should be good. A little bit of cleanup. Excuse me. Okay, now it looks like we're getting down into the nitty-gritty of the detail here. Be a lot worse when I get down to the pipes and all that little bits and pieces. So I think I'm gonna let me try something here. And I'm going to actually take these, move them away a little bit so I can, where's my cube? I'm gonna make a square one, and then I'm gonna make a little longer one. Something I can rotate around the center. Actually, I'm going to duplicate. Oops. Something I can match up on these sides. There's that, and here's that. And then the square shape. I'm gonna actually, I should first see if that's even gonna work. So cube 6. Difference. I don't think so, because that's not really a... Ooh, it's not even cutting into it. Yeah, hopefully that'll... Oh, that's a shadow. I was wondering why the perspective looked funny. Why? Oh, really? That's right, I copied the wrong one, so that's why I add that little lip on it. I didn't want a second mirror modifier. Cube. Yeah, it's not going to work because there's no thickness to it. Well, that's kind of lame. So I guess we're up for just cutting the shapes out. That was a bust. Just do that and that. Get rid of my waste of time there. I'm not going to really do it super even or anything. Let's do this one across the center. Oops. And I will do I don't need a notch on every one of them, but it's not going to hurt anything, so that looks cool. Let's see. Pull this up. I'll need some on the edges too, maybe, but I don't need to. Put the cuts in anyway, because later on I might want to add some more detail. Actually, just delete that one. And let's see if I do. That means I'll have to put something in there. That'll be fine. Some pipes or something will fill that in. Actually, I don't like how. There we go. Let's cut. Now I'm just kind of messing about. Oh hell, that might even look good. Huh. What a tedious mess. Wonder. Let's do cuts here and smaller one there. I don't want to cut any notches out by that piece. And of course I can do some on the sides here too. Let's do something like that. Wow, this was crazy. Oops. I don't want to. Let's just cut one there. Could leave that alone. Yeah, I think I will. I'll leave that. I'm going to dissolve that edge that I just made, and let's cut oops. No, 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 no. Huh. Remove some. None. Okay. So let's cut here. Nope. I want to do on the side if I do anything. Why isn't that? Ah. Oh, be a pain. So I'll do that instead. Let's cut another. I'm going to cut a big one out. Oh, that wasn't straight at all. Oh, I have, oh, that's fine, because I wanted to get rid of that anyway. Let's just do a cut there, and then I'm going to put this back together. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Well, if this is not the most exciting thing in the world here. That's going to be covered up, I think. Nope, it's not. Eh. Can still cut edges on that one. I don't know why I started up on those. Really don't like detailing a whole lot, because then I know I'm gonna have to unwrap this at some point. And for texturing, I think I might leave that one alone. That there. I'm gonna make my marks up here. Maybe I should do this off stream so it's not, but then again, most of it's going to be terribly boring from here on out. Kind of more about the process than it is fun, I guess. Kind of get to see what goes into making these things. From scratch anyway. I'm sure there's assets I could borrow or use or whatever to speed things up, but that doesn't serve anybody wanting to know about 3D modeling, what really goes into it. Not that watching an hour-long podcast is thrilling, but could put some music on, I guess. Have something going on in the background. I don't have anything. Ooh, these are starting to get all complicated. Could just leave those alone. Could leave that alone. I got that edge. I got those. I'm gonna actually stop after I get these done. Let's see. Let's put... How about get rid of that and make a big long one. There. And I can leave that side alone, and I'll put something over here. Let's do it there. Now I was going to leave that side, I think. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna put something here though. Put it down lower. Just that one and two sides. That looks fine. I need something here. Maybe. Yeah, why not? Let's put it, actually, let's do them. Kind of at the same spot. Alrighty, it's looking cool, looking cool. I'm gonna save this. I'm just seeing what I have laying around for parts. Because this is what I'm gonna do. Make sure that's selected so I have I'm going to move over here so I can see what happens when I save this again. Extrude these panels up a little bit. It's not going to be the final look of them, but get the idea of what it looks like, or what it will look like when I get the front ones done. We can mirror those down to the bottom and cut out whatever we're not using. I'm going to make them a little, probably a little less deep. Well, maybe I'll just leave those for the moment, but since I did save it, I can go back to it. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to stop here for tonight. And as I say every week, I really want to try to get to this more often than just Mondays, but if not, it will be on Monday at 7 o'clock Mountain. Hope that wasn't too dreadfully boring for you. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and click the little bell icon to be notified when I post new 3D modeling, gaming, or educational content. Until next time.